What is going on with the earrings?
The earrings?
Do you know about this, the earring controversy?
No.
Okay. It's pretty cool. So, like, these are earrings. You can have people give you instructions and say, hey, make fun of the crowds. Make fun. Now's the time.
Right.
Make fun of smile. He's talking about eating cats. She nailed that one speech. She's like, say it to my face.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's cheering.
Yeah,
don't say people are eating cats.
Eating cats and dogs.
I laughed throughout watching this clip. There is something more concerning. I think this is the very best video I've seen on the internet. CBS did an interview. They went around all restaurants. They realized only one Kamala supporter, they were shocked. Yes, before we go into that clip, this man did a good job bringing the analysis of what he has observed for the past few months pertaining to Kamala and Trump.
Kamala versus Trump on the issues. Actually, even as we're talking about this huge boost for Harris compared to our last poll, Trump is doing much better now. In terms of this analysis. So it does appear that, a lot of what the dynamics is today is that people say, I like Kamala, but I'm not really trustful in that she will do a better job than Trump on these issues. Right. So when it comes to the economy, U.S. economy and job market, inflation, those things that we were saying first on our previous graph, Trump is ahead here 14 points. 14 points on the economy, 14 points on inflation. When it comes to immigration, he's ahead 17 points.
Which is his strongest subject.
Well, I'm very much oriented by the numbers we have. And I believe in those numbers. And if I believe in those numbers and I think about how this plays out, swing state by swing state, and that is something that we'll be releasing next week, I would give Trump 70% chance of winning and Kamala 30%. That means that, Kamala still has a chance, but I wouldn't call this race that narrow at this point in time based on this built-in advantage that Trump has.
That's fair.
No.
What issue is most important to you?
I'm extremely concerned about the border.
Illegals, they gotta go.
People are coming here seeking asylum.
Baloney. They're coming here for the freebies.
When people talk about immigration, they're thinking we're saying we don't want immigrants of any kind, and that's not what people are saying. People are saying that there are people who have come here legally. Why do they get pushed aside to allow people who have not even worked one day in our country, have not paid into the system?
I took my brisket and mac and cheese with me to catch Ken Lasker with a to-go order.
How closely are you watching this election?
Oh, very closely.
He was the only Harris supporter we met at lunch, even though Washoe County has historically been pretty politically split.
Yes, it seems as we are approaching the elections, a lot is coming out. This pollster is doing a lot of work. He has good predictions, and based on past analysis, the mainstream media doesn't want to talk about what they do. You can understand why. I don't even want to elaborate on that. Now, when you go to people on the ground, talk about Trump and Kamala, the result you get tells you a different stories coming from places like CNN, MSNBC. I don't know where they usually take their polls. It is concerning. At a certain point, when you look at him, he said Trump has a 70% chance based on what they have seen. If you want to do research about this guy, you will see the kind of job they did 2020, even before Trump came in, and it came to pass. The mainstream media does not talk about real polls like that.
I took my brisket and mac and cheese with me to catch Ken Lasker with a to-go order.
How closely are you watching this election?
Oh, very closely.
He was the only Harris supporter we met at lunch, even though Washoe County has historically been pretty politically split. Rosie Martins is originally from Mexico and appreciates the Moscow Mule. Her husband, Gary, is from Portugal. The Republicans are concerned about the economy and the border.
I want it to be secure. I wanted it to be something that the people will not be in danger when they cross in their kids and their families, and to know who's crossing too. If you're not following the rules, then you don't have nothing to do in this country.
We met business owners in telecom, real estate, and mortgage lending.
Everything has gone up. Everybody feels it at the grocery store, at the gas pumps. And yes, I do contribute that to Biden.
I think they just keep thinking that if they keep putting money towards something, it's going to fix the problem. It's the same as if you have an old house, oh, let's just keep fixing it and fixing it. Sometimes the solution is you got to tear it down and rebuild.
And get a mortgage from you.
Absolutely, a 203K.
Join you?
Leanne and Stephen Schaefer were first to arrive and say they can't wait to vote.
I want someone who's strong, who demands respect and who gets the respect, and who can deal with foreign leaders. I think Trump's the guy.
There's so much going on throughout the world, in this country as well. But do you remain hopeful about America?
I tell you, I've never owned a gun in my life, and I own 4 of them now.
Really?
Yes. I fear for our country.
We had so much fun. But what was really incredible is in every single restaurant of the people willing to talk to us, we could only find one Harris supporter in every restaurant. And we left no stone unturned. I approached every single person.
It is extremely looking bad for Kamala. Someone said on Twitter recently, if Trump was performing poorly, they will not target him like this. If they are targeting him the way they are doing, it clearly shows you these people are panicking. Yes, look at this lady. They went into restaurants in Nevada. This is like a swing state. Look at the result they get. It is extremely even difficult to see a Kamala supporter like we see with Trump supporters putting on their t-shirt this. It is difficult. What is happening? Like I said, these people should panic. When you look at mainstream media posts, I don't usually know where they take this. At a certain point, even CNN is sounding alarm into her campaign, like, you people should be careful. There is something. It has never happened like that. You saw the beginning of that video. That post that said, the gain Trump is having now, he has never gotten before. It has never happened. People want a strong leader. Country should be afraid of not just a weak person. You saw Joe Rogan making fun of her, like, oh, she doesn't look like a strong person, like someone that can stand up when she speaks, a country can respect. That is what people are talking about the border. In fact, they are focused on the economy. They don't really care about a lot of things. And the only person they see that can go through with that, it is Trump.
You have to get all the way north to about 3 to 4 points for Harris to have a clear chance, the clear majority chance of winning the Electoral College. If she only wins by less than 2, look at that. Only a 23% chance of winning. Right now, Harris is right now in that danger zone where basically about half the time, given that popular vote margin nationally, she would win. And so here's the situation. Chance Harris wins the popular vote at this point is about 70%, but the chance she wins the Electoral College is only about 50%. So the bottom line is at this hour, John, there's about a 20% chance that Kamala Harris wins the popular vote, but actually loses in the Electoral College. So we could be heading towards one of these splits that we saw in 2016 and in 2000, whereby one candidate, Kamala Harris, wins in the popular vote, but loses in the Electoral College. Basically, at this hour, we're right in that sort of weird middle zone where we honestly don't know what's going to happen based upon the popular. Trump has just led in one national poll over the last month, and we've had one tie.
Post on CNN, I'm still shocked that this guy is preparing their mind for something devastating. They never saw this coming. They thought after the convention, Kamala would be beating Trump hands down. But from the look of things, if CNN can be saying this, you should know it is bad.
Country. I would never vote for Trump, and I think...
Oh, wait, she went for the handshake. Incredible display of the upward tension.
We shouldn't demean Trump supporters. We shouldn't call them names.
Trump has come in the spin room, just so you know. That has happened. Newly reported by NBC News, Vice President Kamala Harris has spoken recently and repeatedly with former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton.
You really want Trump to lose this election, right? No, you don't?
We still have to have a controlled border, a secure border.
Who are over 18, please register to vote for something else that's very important coming up.
Look at this. She's only up by 15 points.
Taylor Swift, as though I have that power.
I know is right, and you guys